Welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Eddie. This is Breaking the Seal. Welcome. With me today, got my buddy Ghost.
What it do?
We got some brews we're going to be trying and some good news as well. I want to give a huge shout out to Distortion Radio. We're live on that. We're going to be broadcast every Wednesday, so you can catch us on there, the first episode. And then after that, you can watch on YouTube and then find us wherever podcasts are found. So it's going to be YouTube, Apple Music, Facebook. But don't forget to like and subscribe. We really appreciate everybody's support throughout the week. We're growing. We got a lot of people excited to be on the show guest-wise. And, I really want to show my love and appreciation to everybody. Thank you all so much, for the likes and everything. And, I'm just happy that we can have something where we can grow. This week's beer of the week, we're going to be trying out a little coffee stout from our friends at Lorelei Brewing. So it's a nice little coffee stout brew. We're going to be trying this out. 10% alcohol. I think I'm going to be feeling this pretty good.
2 sips and I'm feeling something, let me tell you. And this brew is called Merdude. Okay, and it has a picture of like a mermaid, or should I say Merdude. And it's a Russian Imperial Coffee Milk Stout. And it's definitely powerful, if I may say.
Dude, for real, bro. Let's try it out. I'm excited.
More.
Cheers to a new week. Distortion Radio.
Cheers.
We're live on that now. I just got a good sip of foam. Give me a minute.
Yeah, no, for sure. It definitely has a little bitterness to it. As per the ingredients, it's basically mixed with some coffee from one of the local
local coffee shops, man, over there in Corpus. So this is a brewing company out of Corpus. I hope I'm saying it right. Lorelei Brewing. So Lorelei Brewing, man, I saw this post a couple weeks ago. I saw that they were stocking up at HEB. So I believe they're at HEB now. I did find them here at Specs. So I want to give a huge shout out to Specs and Daniel over there. He was helping us out, picking up a beer, local beer too. And he was real passionate himself. I want to give a huge shout out to him. I know he said he was a listener to the podcast, so really appreciate that. Yes, but yeah, man, we ended up finding this beer and man, I'm loving it. I don't know why. I'm not really a fan of like dark beers, but this beer is really light, man. It's like not like your typical like a Shiner, like one of those.
Yeah, it's smooth. As soon as it hits the tongue, it's very smooth. The aftertaste is a little bitter, but I do think it's because of some of that coffee that's there.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those that sneaks up on you. I mean, with that 10%.
Honestly,
I'm just sipping this. I'm already.
I think I'm about like maybe half, and I'm already feeling some type of way.
Nah, man, this is some good stuff, and huge shout out to Lorelei Brewing for doing this, working hard. And I saw there's some other options that they have, but this one I just wanted to try it out. It's one that really stood out to me the most, and I just wanted to try something new, something different. But yeah, I'm just proud. We got today with us. We have an awesome guest. I'm proud to announce that we're on Distortion Radio, and I want to give a huge shout out to Hollow. He's our guest today, so we're going to be talking about what Distortion Radio is about.
And you could find them. Well, you can find Distortion Radio on distortiontx.com. And honestly, Hollow, fucking badass dude. I love what he's doing out there. What he's doing right now with Distortion Radio, which is basically getting all the local artists to send them some of their work, and basically he plays y'all's music 24/7 to understanding. On Saturdays, he will be having some electro. I think he mentioned from 8 to 2. And he's basically going to be playing a lot of, again, mainly, if not all, local artists' music. Okay, so you local artists out there making music, trying to get, your name out there, your music out there.
Yeah, man.
Hollow, as you'll see in that interview, he's super down to accept any new music. Send it his way, and most likely I'll end up on the radio. And it's 24/7 radio station for us here in the Valley. So shout outs to Hollow to making that shit happen, man. And I'm excited not only for Breaking the Seal to be on it, but I'm excited to hear some of this local, music, man, because I know there's some good artists out there. So kudos to you guys, and keep it up. And the valley is about to blow up.
Man, we're about to grow. Starbase. You shout out to Mr. Musk. Mr. Musk, really appreciate your support down here.
Yes, sir.
Damn, dude, like I'm excited for that. Just to have a city like that, and that's something I've always pictured and I manifested that especially being into an international border where we actually have, like I've been saying this a lot too, that we actually have a full Mexico. We don't have like a light Mexico over there like Baja California, where everybody thinks that like that's Mexico. No, Mexico. I mean, if you check out Mexico, you're gonna see Mexico City itself is a beautiful city.
Crazy.
Monterrey is one that everybody loves traveling to. It's like if there's two cities that I hear about the most people traveling to, it's San Antonio and Monterrey. Like they're always going either or.
And Mexican culture, man.
Yeah, man, and we love it.
We know how to party.
Yeah, we know how to party, puro party. But definitely, bro, like there's a lot of stuff coming out here in the valley. I'm glad that we started this podcast and we're spotlighting a lot of stuff that people don't even look at. It kind of just falls through the filter, and people don't really get to see what's going on. We just see kind of just what Channel 5, Channel 4 is giving us, but there's a lot more out there, and I know there's people grinding, and they need that appreciation, and that's what we're here for. We know we feel that way too about our grind, and that's why we want to give credit where credit is due, and we see a lot of people working their ass off, brewers, events, and then also restaurant owners. So we're gonna be having some more on in the next few weeks. This month also, I do want to let y'all know we have our RGV Strong Challenge going on right now. So all of your proceeds this month, so make sure you get those Venmos ready. You send them your way to Viva, RGV Viva, and they'll be getting a donation for you. So Village in the Valley, awesome nonprofit organization. They're trying to get two cultures together. The African American community that's here in the valley, and then also the Hispanic community in the valley too. So that's one thing that they're doing, and we're partnering up with them this month to raise some funds for them, and then just have an awesome trivia night in the next few weeks. This week, you go to Chef Express. So Chef Express, awesome place. I was looking at their social media. I don't know how I missed them. They're like 32,000 likes, bro. And bro, I don't know who it is. I don't know, man. Maybe he's somebody that's been going out and about, but I usually like to keep my eyes locked on everything. Playboy. So Chef Express, man, out in Bicentennial Boulevard. I'm reading some info right here for y'all. They've been open since 2016, but let me show you a little. This is what
30K likes. How?
This is what got me, bro. They do original stuff. Look, this is some grilled salmon right here.
Oh shit. Whew. But you said 30K likes.
Yeah, bro. They're at 30K likes. Chicken and waffles. So the one I showed you was the honey glazed fried salmon. This is the what the heck?
Let me see. I should pick it up.
I'll put the photos on the side for y'all, but it's some chicken waffles with my favorite, the Fruity Pebbles on top.
Is that like some type of cream too on top of that? Or what is that?
I think that's gravy, bro.
What?
They are really,
where's this place? Bicentennial?
So this is going to be on Bicentennial, 120 North Bicentennial Boulevard. From now to March the 15th, you can go in. 20% of your meal will go to Village in the Valley. Just make sure you mention Village in the Valley or RGV Strong. That way you can give those proceeds to them. And it's a real good part of our RGV Strong challenge. So when you take a picture of the food, make sure you use the hashtag RGV Strong challenge. That way we can share it on the page, man. That way we can get it out there for y'all. And just there's awesome stuff going out there. And man, look at this. I'm probably gonna go head out right now to go get some cauliflower pizza. They have that. Man, lamb chips. A lot of good stuff, man. So it's gonna be Express right here in McAllen. I want to give a huge shout out to Viva, Village in the Valley. Make sure you give them a follow, give them a like, and show them your support. We're partnering up with them on the RGV Strong page, and that's what we do on the Strong page, man. Just if you all didn't know, we like to spotlight some of these nonprofits that don't get enough traction. And maybe they do, but we just want to get that campaign a little bit better. make it out there and get it virtual, because we do add our esports component to it. So in the next few weeks, be on the lookout for RGV, the Strong League. We're going to be having our Super Smash Brothers League back at it. So $5, you're going to be helping out Viva. 90% of your proceeds are going to go there, and then you have a chance to win $75. Really appreciate, Distortion Radio once again. Huge shout out to Lorelei. This this brew, awesome stuff, good stuff. Make sure you try it. You can find it at Specs, like I was mentioning it. You can find it at HEB too. And then also make sure you go show them some support too, some South Texas neighbors. You always want to give them some love too. But yeah, I'm just happy that we're on Distortion Radio. We're actually
excited, man. I'm excited
to
hear the content,
content, and then see the artists that they have. Hollow, he goes into real detail about how many artists they've signed, what it takes to be on the radio station, and then just the future, what the plans. And they're moving pretty quick too. When we interviewed them, they didn't. They were talking. He was talking about a website update, but in these last couple of days, they already made the website update. So it's live. It's here. We're on Distortion Radio, and I just want to give a huge shout out to Hollow for the opportunity.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And I want to grow with them. And that's another thing. I love growing with these. I love the underdog. I always love the underdog, and I always love watching it grow. And I'm here to on this venture together, especially growing and then just making a community. That's one thing that you're going to be hearing a lot on the podcast. Obviously, community. I've been saying that a lot. Community. And there's so many different types of communities out there. I'm just being real general. Like we have the brew community that's awesome. We're having a lot of people come in. We're having the gaming community with the esports league, just happy, awesome. And then the card show last week, we had an opportunity to showcase them, collectibles, things like that. And then now with the local artists, we'll be happy to do some more stuff with that. So we're just all about bringing all the RGB communities together in one little bubble and just interacting, man.
Puro loco.
956 Yeah. Without further ado, we're gonna be having our buddy here, Hollow from Distortion Radio. Thanks for listening, and then make sure you follow us on Spotify, also YouTube. That way you can keep track of what we're doing, and then also keep track of our episodes in the past too, so you can get caught up. So really appreciate everybody. Thank y'all so much. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe.
And one last thing, you can catch us now Wednesdays at 4 p.m. on Distortion Radio as well.
Distortion.
So yeah, man, like Eddie said, without further ado, we welcome Hollow.
Hollow. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Hey, everybody. I'm here with Hollow from Distortion Radio. We're live. We're going to be talking about this new radio station, online radio station that just came about, man. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself, man. Where are you from?
Yo, what's up, man? My name is Hollow. I go by Hollow because of my music, because of the radio station. I really don't want anything associated with me, because this is basically, all the musicians. That's what this is. It's not about me. It's not about, putting my name out there. It's about putting musicians' name out there. I'm based out of Brownsville, but I have team members that are based in Austin, based in another one also in Brownsville, and then another one in Harlingen. So we're kind of all over the valley a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the whole point of the station, like I said, is just to give artists like a little stepping stone to try to get some more, more views, more fans, get their music heard, basically. And I kind of wanted to synergize with everything else in the valley as well.
For sure. Yo, Hollow Ghost here, man. So what made you want to create, like, what was the inception idea that, you know what, I want to create this radio station? And it's, of course, for everybody out there, it's Distortion Radio station, right? So what was the, the little, I guess, tick that kind of began this ball rolling?
I guess I had been out of the music scene for a little while. And like I said, I had been making music for about 11 years. So, the whole time that I've been, working and doing what I do, I never seen anything that really made it easy, to just throw your music out there, let people hear your stuff. I know that people do like DistroKid and they put it on Spotify and all that other stuff. And that's great. That's a great tool. But at the same time, if someone's really going to pop off, they're probably going to pop off around here first, so I wanted locally to give them that opportunity to kind of, get a small following here first, so that from there it kind of spreads word of mouth. And I guess how it all started was I basically just like threw a question out on my Facebook. I said, hey, if I start a radio station for the Valley with, just Texas and Valley artists, who would tune in? And out of all the posts that I've posted in probably the 9 years I had my Facebook, that one had the most likes, comments, shares, posts, everything, So that's when I kind of realized, maybe it's a good idea to just try it. And a week later, I had the radio station up and ready.
Damn.
So when you say the scene, like how far ago was that, or when you said you got back, like what got you to that point? Like what a part of in the artist, what field were you? What music genre did you?
Well, I was a hip hop artist.
Badass.
I did it from about 2010 to about I'd have to say about 2013. And then I stopped for a while because, I had to get a bunch of priorities straight and get everything, I guess focus on the home life for a while.
Yeah. No, I feel that, man.
I came back probably about, I want to say 5 years later, out of nowhere. I just dropped a little like mixtape with a friend, and
Nice.
I put it out there, and everything changed, man. I mean, Facebook changed completely from back in the day, you share something and people see it, to now, like, everything has to be contained within Facebook or else nobody sees anything, like it's crazy. Like,
and now, man, yeah, it's like shifted to Instagram now. So it's like you got to be ahead of everything. And even like TikTok, you see all these like kids coming up and things like that. Now that, man, that's great. So what kind of like as far as like hip hop, what kind of like roots like do you feel like got you there to the point where you were like, hey man, I need to start writing some stuff down, putting some content out there? Who's your inspiration mostly?
I mean, honestly, since I'd have to say at least like 9-10 years old, I was heavily inspired by like Robert Frost and like actual poets.
Oh yeah,
nice, yeah.
I was really, really into poetry growing up. I used to write poetry, and my first little like mixtape or whatever that I ever made was all poetry that I wrote back in like middle school and high school. Nice, the second one was basically the same thing, and then it wasn't until I want to say my third or my fourth, because I think my third one I just kind of got like the best songs from the first two and mixed them together. I think it was the fourth one that I actually wrote to the beats and everything. And I mean, when it came to it, like the songs that I would write, like I listened to all sorts of, Wu-Tang Clan, all the way to like Atmosphere, like I listened to a lot of artists, from all different, I guess, backgrounds. But the thing is with me is that I always wrote about things that I could associate with and what I felt people could associate with. So I didn't really rhyme a lot about, money or, cars, or I rhyme more about like, depression, anxiety, like mental illnesses.
Yeah, man.
Because I feel like the biggest thing when you're suffering from those is feeling like you're by yourself. So if you hear someone else that is going through the same shit, it kind of helps you through it,
Right.
Definitely.
So that's
I
where
guess
the
more
drive
like
really came from.
type of
No, and honestly, I kind of wish guess music. I mean, there's a lot of music out there that talks about that stuff, but I know in regards to hip hop, there's a certain lyrics that you kind of gotta abide by. Like you mentioned right now, money, cars, that's
drugs,
just,
all that stuff.
Yeah, that's
hustling,
just a thing, and I wish it was a little bit more kind of diverse and talk to. I know a few songs do talk about mental illness. I think Logic dropped that one song maybe 2 years ago that was talking about that, and that did kind of bring awareness to it. But yeah, no, man, I do feel like it needs to be spoken out a little bit more, man. But speaking about Robert Frost, man, because I did a little bit of poetry reading myself, actually. What would you say your favorite poem is from him?
If I'm not mistaken, because it's been years, but I think it was called The Forest.
The Forest?
Right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But
also Kid Cudi also really goes hard into depression and stuff.
Dude. Hell
yeah,
yeah,
Kid
dude.
Cudi, he's one that I remember hearing like back when I was in high school. He finally blew up, and you know, he even like some of his lyrics are pretty deep, man. Even this whole album, the one that he just dropped, it was kind of interesting. But yeah, man, it's kind of like a different take. You gotta approach it like a good way, right? I mean, like Kid Cudi, he does a good job about talking about it, but also releasing like a banger at the same time.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Even with Drake, like he catches himself like, but he's got more of like the R&B type of like,
it's just more like heartbreak. It's more just heartbreak.
Yeah,
you know,
but in a sense too. But I've noticed that there's also a few of them that have come out recently. You know, come out like doing tracks like that too, where it's not like in a sense depressing in itself, but like you're creating your own like self-destruction in a sense, like you know what I mean, like you're partying, you're doing all this stuff and like you're writing it down, you know, things like that. I think that's where it's becoming interesting because you could do so much with hip-hop now, you know, and I feel like mainstream is really taking a lot away from those rappers that are actually coming up with original things, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you got 6ix9ine just acting like a fool, and
don't even. He doesn't even go there.
He doesn't even. He just has like like, you know, he just doesn't do shit. Like he just sucks, you know.
Yeah.
And everybody would go by it. Like it's just weird, you know. He could just mumble.
We're living in the twilight zone with music. Man, for sure.
Exactly. But going back, Hollow, to Distortion Radio, man. Where exactly can we find this? And exactly, I think you had mentioned you have several artists already kind of ready to go. So if you want to elaborate on that, one, where we can find you, and then also two, the types of music that we can expect from Distortion Radio.
Okay, so Distortion Radio, at first we were just going to operate through a website called radio.co, which basically it had like a hyperlink that you could send out that people could listen to. But it had one major flaw, and that was that you could not see who was playing or what their song was.
No.
Was like a big no for me, because like the point of the radio station is to give people free exposure. So if you can't see who's playing and you can't, see what song it is, then what's the point? So that's where like I had to make a on the day decision to buy a domain name and set up a website. So that literally happened on the day that we were supposed to launch the radio station, and set everything up that day. And now you can find it at www.distortiontx, like Distortion, Texas.
Right.
But it'll be distortiontx.com. So that's where anybody can tune in that would be interested in listening. As for genres, we have pretty much the entire spectrum. I have a buddy that actually does country music, and he has 2 songs on there. We have hip hop, we have R&B, we have, that hard trap music, industrial, we have EDM, we have techno, we've got punk rock, we've got your standard alternative rock, we've got metal, we've got even like black metal on there. Like it's almost anything you could imagine we have on there, and they're all local artists from basically I think the furthest we've gotten up there is San Antonio. So,
nice. Yeah,
man. Regional. Fuck yeah.
That's good. That's a good footprint, man. Just like from Brownsville all the way to San Antonio, and the artists are really, really going along with it. Now, if you're an artist, I know that's another thing. How would you go along to participate in the radio station? How would that happen?
It's real easy. I mean, you can either go to the website itself, and right above the music player where you tune in, there's a button that says submit music. You click on that button and it'll send a direct email to us, and we can go ahead and put it in rotation. Like I literally make a point to get every song put in rotation the same day it's emailed. So I'm constantly working around the clock. I've taken submissions at 8 a.m. I've taken submissions at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. So I'm always trying to get everything in order, like the same day it comes in.
That's good, man. And is there like a vetting process or anything like that? How does it work to, get the music in there? Like, let's say I have a track and you know, I want to get it on there. You know, how does does it have to be a certain quality? Can you tell us more about that?
For the most part, I try to give everybody a chance to get on there. There is, you know, obviously has to be a cutoff to the quality, because if somebody's listening that really enjoys it, it kind of takes away from somebody else's opportunity to be heard. If a song comes on that's not up to par with the song before or after it, that makes a user like turn that off, because then the person that comes after them, they don't get the opportunity. So of course there is a level of quality. Fortunately, I haven't had to turn anybody away, because every single track that's been submitted so far has, in my ears at least, been at that threshold to where I can accept them.
Badass,
so
dude.
That's good. But yeah, there is a point in which I kind of feel like if a song is obviously like somebody's very first song, I'm not trying to discourage them by telling them, hey, you know, maybe wait a little while before you try to submit. But I don't know. It's kind of like, you know, your first song isn't going to be your best one, and why not put your best foot forward? You know,
just make a good impression right off the bat. Yeah. No, definitely, man.
It doesn't just look bad for, you know, us. It looks bad for you, because someone's going to see that, and that's what they're going to associate you with. And I know that if you put something out that you're not proud of, or that it's not up to, you know, that certain standard, that's going to burn you. You know, in the music industry, people are going to associate you with that for the rest of your career, you know?
Yeah.
No, you're right about that, man. Like, look, even like with plagiarizing too. What was that band, that Milli Vanilli, right? They're like really famous for doing stuff like that, you know. So that would like
they got
tarnish your
burned pretty
career,
bad.
man. So even at that, like,
they weren't even singing. They weren't even singing it. They had other people singing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was kind of like one of those things. And if you do like mess up, or like, you know, if you do want to bring something to the table, it has to be your best. And I agree with you on that, man. Like, definitely, especially because you're putting it out there, and you know, the reach is so far, man. But how many artists have you had so far, like, you know, participate?
I can honestly say, just hip hop artists, just hip hop, I have to say I have at least 72 hip hop artists, individual artists.
Nice.
With rock, metal, and EDM all thrown in the mix, I want to say I have to have at least 100, 125 to 150 artists that have submitted. And each and every one of them has their own unique, like, style, you know, flair to them.
And these are like original songs, right? Like fucking original songs, and they're not, you know.
There are actually, there's I believe, if I want to say, there's 2 covers.
Okay.
2 covers, and one is a metal version of "You Drive Me Crazy," which is that old school song, man. I'm trying to remember who the original artist was. Let me see. I can actually look at who the original artist was. Let me see.
And hello, if I may ask a quick question, man. So what times is the radio station going to be broadcasting, right? Is it from like 8 to 5, or is it from like 8 to, you know, 8 in the morning till 12 at midnight, or what are the time frames that we can be tuning in, or is it 24/7?
The one I'm seeing
that's 24/7 all day. That's running all the time. But we do have shows that are only during specific time frames. So let's say you really don't feel like listening to metal, or you don't feel like listening to rock, and you want pure hip hop. Sunday mornings from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock every Sunday is a 3-hour block of just pure hip hop.
Nice.
Friday nights from 6 o'clock to 9 p.m. is pure rock and alternative. And then from 9 to 11, it's pure metal. Now, the EDM is always on Saturdays. So
nice.
Get that really club up.
Set it up. Yeah, I want it to be Saturday nights from 10 to 2 in the morning. But as of right now, we're waiting for more submissions in that genre. So as of right now, it basically runs from like 10 to midnight.
There you go. So if you're EDM artist, you still got a chance to get on there.
Get in there, man.
Yeah, man, that's cool. So what are some I saw looking right now at the Google the Google search results I got, and it was Britney Spears. Is that right? You Drive Me Crazy, Britney Spears?
It's actually the original song is by the Fine Young Cannibals.
Okay, Fine Young Cannibals. Okay.
Yeah, so it's that one that's like, you drive me crazy. Ding, ding.
Oh, yeah. I know that. Wow. So like a metal version of that. Holy crap, man.
Yeah,
and
so that's
like
that
unique.
actually sounds really good.
You know, you always usually get the same old covers, but something like that's pretty cool. What are some of the artists right now that you know that you, in your opinion, you feel like people need to listen to on your station?
Man, I wish I could give like a specific list of the best, but I mean, honestly, I actually sit here and listen to this like all day. Like I don't listen to anything else. I don't listen to Spotify anymore. I just listen to this because so many artists on here are really, really good. There is one band that I really, really like a lot, and that's October Roar. I don't know if you've heard of them yet.
October Roar, not yet.
But if you haven't heard of them, you got to hear them. They're super, super good. I mean, they remind me of the 2000s, man. Like back in the day, like, you know, sitting back playing like Tony Hawk Pro Skater or something.
They're bringing it back too, man.
Another one is Ernie G. He's a punk rock guy. Man, that guy, he kicks ass, dude. He's really good. Alphaeus is good, and The Hero Prevails is good. There's this guy named Artistio, and I can't find him anywhere. He sent me an email. I don't know how he heard of it. He sent me an email, and I've never heard from him again. I tried to email him back. I've tried. He sent me like 6 songs, and they're all like really, really good. A lot of people like these songs. I've tried to get them. Yeah, they like it. It's good. But the thing is, I tried to get him to do a radio drop, and I can't find him anywhere. He doesn't have a Facebook page. He doesn't have anything.
Mysterious.
I don't know.
Mysterious.
Dang, there you go. Well, if you're there, man, give Hollow a call, man. He's trying to get you some contacts.
He's looking for you,
some recognition and shit. You know.
Yeah, for real.
And that's the good thing about it too, because you can get that data and you can say, hey, man, there's a lot of people that are listening to your tracks. You know, and that could be for them. They can just go to a club and be like, look, people are listening to my shit, man. How much I'm gonna charge you. I'm gonna bring, even at that. Look, think about it. If you have 100 people that are listening like faithfully to that one track, they can go to a club, a bar, and be like, look, those bars need 100 people now. You know what I mean? So those 100 people, I'm pretty sure, are gonna show up to go listen to you know, whatever they have to offer. You know,
if he's live,
you know, and that's the thing. Like that's a great reference for them to have. You know, so they can just be up. That's great.
That kind of rolls into my next point with the radio station, because, you know, everybody knows that, you know, the pandemic has hit everyone hard, you know, especially small businesses, bars, you know, venues. And I'm working right now with a couple other people to try to get some more, you know, of course, safe, but some more entertainment, more shows out there. Trying to get some of these artists that are on here to actually interact with one another and put on performances. And another big key point of this radio station for me is to offer local businesses low cost advertisement. So I'm talking like 30-second ad, and this is $10 per month. So an entire month you pay $10 to have a 30-second ad run, you know, say once every like 2 hours for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 30 days in a month. You know,
sounds good to me, man. Shit, that's a good deal right there.
Definitely.
And of course, you know, the people that listen to this, they are from here. So you're hitting your core demographic, you know. The people,
especially like the audience that they probably are having trouble getting to, you know, that's another thing that when I've talked to business owners, you know, they're trying to figure out how to get the next generation, you know, and everybody doesn't realize like the outlets that they're still using, they're still relying on traditional, but in a sense yours is traditional, but at the same time it's more in a sense like it's out there more because it's on the internet. People from all over Texas can be hearing it too and be like, hey, look, as soon as I get to McAllen, I'm gonna go to that shop. So that's a great thing you're doing, man. Just helping out overall. It's like that synergy, just all over, helping out the artists, helping out the businesses. And then, just, getting people, the credit that they deserve too, with like, somebody's getting those downloads, you want to let them know. Yeah, man, definitely. So like the plan for the next thing you're talking about, like an event or how so, maybe like in the next maybe year or so.
As of right now, there's someone named Debbie Martinez, and she's actually organizing a show in Harlingen at the Spot.
Okay.
So the Spot in Harlingen, and she was looking for 8 metal or rock artists and 8 DJs to do a virtual show. The rock artists would be in person, but the DJs would all be virtual. And it's like a big 2-day event. So she's going to be doing that. So basically, since I recently came in contact with all of these artists, I started reaching out, and I mean, that roster started filling up real quick, So that's what I'm talking about.
Do you know where this event's going to be, more or less, or no?
She said it's going to be, I think, the 26th and 27th of March.
Okay.
All right. It's right around the
Yeah, if anything, we could probably have her on, and we could talk about it and promote the event.
Yeah, I can definitely ask her if she wants to be on for that, because
hell yeah, man, let's do it.
Yeah, we could even do it there too.
She actually owns a venue, and it's a massive, like a Valley's Woodstock kind of thing. Like it's a massive like area where she has space for people to park. She has like this hangar that you could set up like booths for, like, let's say, for example, artists that sell their art or something, or
like a little marketplace.
Yeah, like a little marketplace. She has places for food trucks, so if people want to sell their food. And then she has a big like concrete slab that she could set up, for bands to play, or set up a stage on. And then, of course, she has a whole area that she's trying to get cleared out for camping, if people want to stay out there for like 2 or 3 days to do this big event, So she's getting all that stuff ready too. Cool, which is great because everyone can work together. Let's say you have artists inside, you have bands and musicians outside. A band gets done with their set. They go check out an artist and they find someone they might want to get their next album art done with, And it's just like that. It's energy, everything's working together.
Yeah, dude. That'd be badass to have some type of event like that where, you have one outside artist performing and then there's another artist immediately after, indoors, something like that, EDM indoors or something like that. And just like have a weekend type festival or something like that. I think, of course, COVID kind of threw all events / festivals out the window, but I think we're coming back and maybe that could be the new thing down here, at least maybe to start things going up again, man. Shit, that sounds I'm down.
Especially like I feel like people are getting a lot more comfortable now. Like even the other day we were at an event and there was a quite amount of people, man, even just there chilling. Like it wasn't like even outside of the event, because the event was at a location at the Mission Food Truck Park, and it was pretty nice, man. Just going out there, but yeah, man, no, definitely. Like I really love what you're doing. I'm glad, and also like just to let everybody know too, we're gonna be on the radio station now too, so you can hear us. It's gonna be on Wednesday at what time again?
That's still up for debate. You want it at 4:00. That's a good spot, but whenever you guys feel like you want your time slot, I would say 4, because I associate 4 with that drive home from work, you know what I mean? And you just want to pop something on just to listen to and cruise home,
Yeah, if anything, definitely. So then I guess, well, what do you feel like? I could edit that in. Yeah.
4:30 or even 2, man, just so we creep into 5 o'clock or even, 4:45.
Okay.
We could definitely think about the time frame, definitely, man.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can catch us on Distortion Radio at 4:00. We're gonna be there. Our time slot. Really appreciate Hollow, for that. Thanks so much. So
and of course, we're gonna try to be keeping Valley up to date with things going on. And who knows, Hollow, maybe we could definitely that event with Debbie. Who knows, man? I mean, we could definitely promote that, and any other event, man, that you know of and that you want to promote. I mean, that's what we're here for. That's what Breaking the Seal is here for. We're trying to keep the Valley informed about everything that's going on here, Valley, locally, mainly artistically, right? Musically, also to breweries, local breweries.
I know you were telling me also another about a cool food spot too, right? I think it was
even
like Tigo's,
restaurants too, man.
Tigo's barbecue, man. Like they sell out, man, like by like 10:30 every morning, man.
Man, I don't know
where is this place.
It's like in
Tigo's barbecue. I believe it's in Westlaco, and it's like, I mean, they have elote cups, dude, with like shredded shredded brisket on top.
Yeah,
they've got like jalapeno poppers with like brisket inside and shit. Like, man, dude, they got some crazy stuff. If you look them up on Facebook, man, they got some crazy food.
That'll probably be our next restaurant, because we like to get at least a restaurant in every now and then.
A jalapeno popper with brisket inside. That just sounds fucking amazing.
Sounds like man, I can already taste it already. But I appreciate your time, Hollow. So where can everybody find you, and then also the radio station as well?
One more time.
You can find us at distortion.com, distortiontexas.com. You can find us at distortiontx.com. You can find us at Distortion TX on Facebook, Distortion TX on Twitter, which is really cool because on Twitter you can see who's playing at any time of the day. So it automatically updates who's playing, so the artist can be seen there. You can click on the link. It'll take you directly to our site. You can start listening straight from Twitter. And then if you like who you're listening to, you can click the Spotify button, and it'll take you to their Spotify, so you can actually, put them on your playlist right away,
Nice.
So if you like what you're listening to, you can find it there. Also on Instagram, right now our Instagram handle is Distortion Radio TX. Eventually, we do want to get Distortion TX all across the board, but I guess somebody snagged it right when we made this because it's got no followers. It's got nothing. Like, literally, it's a blank slate, and somebody just took it right when we started this. So,
you know how they knew. They're trying to just let me know. We'll get it straight.
Yeah, man, definitely. No, man, I've had that problem too with the RGV Strong page, but it happens. But all right, man, I really appreciate your time, and thank you so much. We're looking forward to being on the radio station, and everybody can hear us at 4:00 every Wednesday. New episode every Wednesday at 4. And then we'll follow up with a YouTube video on Thursday. But appreciate your time, Hollow. Thanks so much, man. And I love what you're doing, man. Let's keep it up. And then anything you need, any artists or events, let us know if anybody's having a concert anytime soon. We'd love to, put them out there and get that going. But yeah, man, thanks so much, and have a good weekend.
Hell yeah, Hollow.
All right, man. You too. You guys have a good one.
Yes, sir. You too, man.